There are concerns about the Democrat candidate for the Texas Senate, James Talarico, and whether or not he could actually pull this off. That's what the media is saying, right? There's a rather formidable social media and legacy media campaign that's claiming that Talarico can do it. He can finally flip Texas blue, and they're pushing polls that show him beating Ken Paxton, some of them by quite a lot, by like 4, 6, or 7 points. And so the argument is that Paxton is such a flawed candidate. He's so ethically compromised, as admitted by even his fellow Republicans, that it does indeed look like this is the year that Texas can flip blue. And we always have to remember that truth itself has been politicized. It's been partisanized, particularly by Democrats who are epistemological relativists. So what they do is they stretch and twist truth in all kinds of bizarre and crazy ways for the purpose of gaining power. I should say truth claims, right? Because truth by definition corresponds to reality, and Democrats don't care about reality. They literally don't. They care about power and only power, and they are going to twist the, quote, truth in all kinds of ways. They're going to push fake polls. They're going to push fake news in the legacy media till they're blue in the face, just for the purpose of gaining power. So instead of that, let's all enjoy a nice dose of reality, all right? Let's start with the polls themselves, the ones that are claiming that Talarico is way ahead. You got to understand two things working against polling, particularly with Texas, okay? Two things: ideology and inaccuracy. Ideology and inaccuracy. So ideologically, polling outlets are notoriously liberal, right? But there have been a number of studies out there that have confirmed this, right? Polls have overestimated Democrat support by an average of 4 points over the last decade. So, for example, in 2020, 94% of polls overestimated Biden's performance. 94%. That's not a coincidence. Now, in fairness, it's partly due to the fact that the number of respondents to polls has dropped from 20% of the population in 2000 to roughly 5% today. And that 5%, again, studies have confirmed this, are disproportionately made up of urban, college-educated, institutionally trusting, and Democrat-leaning respondents. Now, pollsters are well aware of that, and yet they refuse to fix their methodology. And they refuse to fix their methodology precisely because they share in the same ideology as that 5%. So that's the first problem you're dealing with. It's an ideological problem with polls. But then there's a second problem, and that's the increasing number of polling inaccuracies. Most of the polls that showed Paxton leading Cornyn in the primaries were actually off by about 20%, 20 points. Paxton crushed Cornyn by nearly 30 points, but most polls had him ahead by around 10. And that points to the fact that Texas is a notoriously hard state to poll.